Welcome to CSEGuru. In this session, we will discuss the topic how to evaluate the postfix expression with an example. Evaluate the postfix expression ABC minus D star plus E dollar F plus. So this is the postfix expression, and for each character in the postfix expression, values are given. So you have to implement the values for this postfix expression and then you have to evaluate the expression. So here, to evaluate the postfix expression, we need three columns. One is what is the input character you are going to scan, and then the stack data structure, and then the postfix evaluation comments. So here, initially the postfix expression, if you are considering in the sense, it is A, B, C minus D star plus E dollar F plus. And what is the value for A? It is 6. For B, it is 3. C is 2. Minus D, it is 5. Star plus E value is $1. Dollar also we need to consider exponent only. Okay. And F value is 7 plus. So this is the postfix expression we need to evaluate. Okay. So here the postfix expression is 6, 3, 2 minus 5 multiplication plus $1, 7 plus. Okay. And we know the algorithm. So the first step is add a closed parenthesis at the end of the postfix expression. So this represents the end of the postfix expression. So continuously every step we will scan each character. Okay, and when it reaches the input character closed parenthesis, it represents the end of the expression evaluation. Okay, expression evaluation comes to an end. There is no more input character to scan. That is the meaning. Okay. Next step in algorithm is, if you are encountering an operand, push it onto the stack. Whenever you are encountering an operator, pop the top two elements from the stack and implement the corresponding operation. Then the result you have to push back into the stack. Okay. This procedure you need to continue until it reaches this closed parenthesis. Okay. All the input character in the given postfix expression is scanned, in the sense the expression evaluation comes to an end. To represent that notification, we have implemented this closed parenthesis. Okay. Now, initially the stack is empty and the first input character is 6. 6 is an operand. So, push 6 into stack. The operand you have to push into the stack. So, here stack content is 6. Next, the remaining input characters are 3, 2 minus 5 star plus $1, 7 plus and closed parenthesis. Okay. And next input character is 3. 3 is an operand. So push 3 into stack. Now the bottom element is 6. Top element is 3. The new element pushed into the stack, that is nothing but 3. That will occupy the topmost element of the stack. Okay. And the remaining input characters are 2 minus 5 star plus $1, 7 plus closed parenthesis. Okay. And the next input character is 2. 2 is an operand. If it is an operand, push it onto the stack. Very simple procedure only. If it is an operand, push it onto the stack. Whenever you are encountering an operator, pop the top two elements and implement the corresponding operation. And what is the result you are getting? Push back into the stack. These two steps only repeatedly you will implement in this postfix evaluation. Okay. Nothing to confuse here. And next, the remaining input characters are minus 5 star plus $1, 7 plus closed parenthesis. And the stack contents are 6, 3, and the new element you have pushed here is 2. 2 will occupy the top position of the stack. Now the stack content, how it will be represented in stack, in the sense 6 will be at the bottom. The next element is 3. Next element is 2. Now this 2 will occupy the top position of the stack. In stack data structure, the representation of elements will be like this only. Okay. And next is an operator. It's a subtraction operator. So here we need to pop the top two elements. So pop 2 and 3 and implement the corresponding operation. So 3 minus 2, subtraction operation you need to implement, and the result is 1. You have to push the result back into stack. Pop the elements, implement the corresponding operation, push the result back into the stack. So 6 and 1 will be there. The remaining input characters are 5 star plus $1 $7 plus closed parenthesis. And next input character is an operand. Push the operand 5 into stack. And 5 will occupy the top position of the stack. And the remaining input characters star plus $1 $7 plus closed parenthesis. Okay. And next is an operator. Pop the top two elements from the stack and implement the multiplication operation. So here you have to pop 5 and 1, then implement 1 into 5. So you will get it as 5 only, and then push the result back into the stack. Now the stack contents will be 6 and 5. And the remaining input characters are plus $1 $7 plus. Okay. And next is an operator. It is an addition operator. Pop the top two elements. So here you need to pop 5 and 6 and then implement. What is the operation? Addition you have to implement. That is 6 plus 5. You will get it as 11, and this 11 you have to push back into the stack. Now the stack content will be only 11. Okay. And the remaining input characters are $1 $7 plus closed parenthesis. And the next input character you need to read here is 1. So 1 is an operand. So you have to push 1 into the stack. Now the stack content is bottom element is 11, top element is 1. Remaining input character $7 plus closed parenthesis. And the next input character is dollar in the sense you need to implement exponent only. Okay, so 11 power 1 you have to implement it. Now this is an operator, so you have to pop the top two elements and implement the corresponding operation. Pop 1 and 11 and then implement 11 power 1. The value you will get it as 11 only. Now push 11 back into stack. The result you have to push back into the stack itself. So stack content will be 11 only. Next is the remaining input character is 7 plus closed parenthesis. Next input character is 7. 7 is an operand, so you have to push 7 into stack. Now 11 is at the bottom, 7 is at the top. The remaining input characters are plus and closed parenthesis. So plus is an operator. Pop the top two elements, that is 7 and 11 you have to pop and implement the corresponding operation. Operation here is addition operation. So here 11 plus 7 you will get it as 18. So now you have to push 18 back into stack. Okay. Now only the input character remaining here is closed parenthesis and the stack content is 18 only. So whenever you are encountering a closed parenthesis, what is the meaning? Expression evaluation comes to an end. That is the meaning. So all the elements in the given postfix expression we have scanned and we have evaluated. Now the expression evaluation comes to an end. So here algorithm stops. So exit. And what is the result of this postfix expression? It is 18. 18 is the result of this postfix expression. And this expression, if you want to evaluate manually, in the sense how we will do all these steps procedures, it is for exam purpose. For competitive exams and all, you need to evaluate the expression and you have to get the result fast. So in that case, how we will implement in the sense, wherever together two operands with the operator is there, you can consider that one. So here 3 and 2 with subtraction operator is there. So 6, 3 minus 2 you have to implement, result you will get it as 1. Then 5 star plus $1 $7 plus you will get it. And here 2 operands with operator, 1 5 multiplication. So multiply. So 6 5 plus $1 $7 plus you will get it. Next is 6 5 plus addition operation you have to implement. The result you will get it as 11 $1 $7 plus. Next 2 operands together with operator is 11 and 1 with dollar. It is an exponent. So 11 power 1 is 11 you will get it. And 7 plus remaining as it is. Okay. And then 11 and 7 with addition operation you have to implement. So 11 plus 7 you will get it as 18. The result of this postfix expression is 18. Okay, so this is the simplest method to calculate manually. And this method you need to follow for exam point of view. All these steps you have to implement, then only you will get the full mark. Thank you for watching this video.